Good evening, John. Thought I'd go ahead and start this out real quick and just say hope you're doing good. Hope the weather out there is good. It's been pretty good here. But we're not really going to talk about weather. We're going to talk about the Bible tonight, and specifically the Book of Psalms. Now, we live in a world of just everything's fast-paced. You got the internet, you got microwaves, you got Tumblr, Reddit, YouTube, blogs, video blogs, everything that you can think of. It's constantly on the go, information technology. Now, I'm not one to talk really fast, so you're not going to hear a lot of that from me, but I'm going to try my best to just do this once in a while, if not as much as I can, just because I think that we live in a world where sometimes it's better just to turn on a quick YouTube video if you want to get some insight and information. And, hey, it's hard being 2,000 miles away from your best bud, so I figured this might be a good way. I wanted to go back a couple years to a devotional that I wrote back, I don't even know when, but the psalm is Psalm 101:3, which is a particularly big favorite verse of mine. I like to put it, if I could, I'd like to get a little plaque and just put it above my television set, or above the computer, or above pretty much anything. It says, "I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes." Now obviously, you could phrase that, "I will set no wicked thing before my eyes." I will put nothing profane, nothing dirty, nothing vile, nothing nasty, and cruel, and evil, and distasteful. Nothing that would be an idol, anything that would take you away from focusing on God or the good things that He wants for your life, or the plans that He has for you. None of those horoscopes that tell you what your future is going to be and all that junk. God knows what your future is going to be. Now, and before you even realize it, your mind is creating a standard of living. Morally, ethically, we set up laws and principles that cannot be crossed in business and personal. A sort of constitution for our hearts, where we can and cannot go, where we will let our heart go and where we will not let it go. When you come across the option of having a few minutes alone, what do you spend your time thinking about? What do you spend your time doing? Those are the kinds of things. You've got to set these standards and live by them. Sort of the psalmist's declaration here. So he will set nothing wicked before his eyes. This is the same psalmist that had issues with women in the past, if it is David that wrote it, which we assume it was. And we can understand that he probably saw a lot of evil things going on in the world around him, being in the Philistine camps and different enemy areas where they were sacrificing to false gods all the time and just idol worship and different things. And David knew the importance of setting your mind on something better, something higher, something pure. And when you set something on it, you station yourself there, like the pillar of a house or the guard on a watchtower. You learn a lot about watchtowers and guards throughout the Bible. It's kind of important throughout history. The guard on the watchtower is the one that says the enemy is coming. Be watchful, the enemy is coming, pay attention. It's good for us to set these markers up so that we can live by them. It's easy to say that we have them and we're living on, but mistakes happen. Never assume that you are not capable of falling flat on your own face when your standards aren't even met. Your own standards aren't even met. The first step is to set ourselves on guard, to make ourselves ready, to capture our hearts and our minds. Because if we're not protecting this, then who is? The enemy will try to weasel things in there, lies, deceptions, because you're not good enough, or you're not pretty enough, or you're too fat, you're too skinny, you're too tall, you're too short. Like you can really change any of the short and tall things. Come on. You have to take the Bible, read it, position yourself, define the purpose that you're living for. Do we declare wicked things, do worthless things, vulgar things that should never be set in front of our eyes? Is it possible to truly get away from the things that plague the world? All the things that plague the world. There were only through the power of the Holy Spirit can we truly set our hearts on what God has for us, on what He wants for us. Remember this verse. When you go online, when you do anything, when you're in the magazine racks at the store, you don't sit there and stare at all of the half-naked women that are just sitting there. It really bugs me because it's like eye level to all the children anyway. I mean, if you're going to put something up there, like up here, come on, next to the Red Bull. It's like, come on now. You turn on the television when you go to work. Set no earthly thing, no worthless thing before your eyes. Let the light of Christ shine through you, so there'll be no trace of darkness in your life whatsoever. He wants all of you. You're the complete package, everything that's going on up here. So remember that today, and get that verse in your head. I will set no worthless thing before my eyes. Good night and God bless.